Hey, my name is Dan Wesson. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and I'm doing a review for treestuff.com of the Akimbo by Rock Exotica. This is a multi-sender, DRT, SRT, does it all. I was pretty excited about this device, so I got it when it first came out back in 2018, and I've been using it regularly since then. Lots of different reviews talking about how it functions and all the different stuff. The thing that I haven't seen a lot of folks talk about and I wanted to specifically share on is just tending of this device. Quick actions of it, you have, same as a lot of multi-senders, you have a source of constant friction at the bottom and you have your variable friction at the top. So once your rope runs through it, you simply adjust the amount of friction the top is by pinching down to decrease the friction or letting it go, and it'll lock up and create the most amount of friction. When you're doing it though, you have the lower loop here that connects onto your harness, and when your weight is on it, it pinches down and locks on the rope. At the top, there's this tending loop here that they, I guess in the early version of it, it had a complete loop here. But what they found is that if you were to pull down on it, it'll actually disengage and slide down the rope. So it's got this little snap here so that as you pull up, it'll pull with the loop, and as you pull down, your lanyard or tether, your little accessory carabiner or whatever will pop off and you won't pull it down the rope. But here's the tricky bit. You have to pull up from here to tend it up. If you pull down from here, it slides down the rope. But if you pull down on here, you have it weighted, it locks up. But if you don't pull down and you don't pull down here, it will still just slide down. So I found, like, I don't have an adjustable bridge, so I have a fair bit of sit back on my harness. So when I have this up on my chest harness, this is pulled up nice and high and it's going, and then I stop, my weight is in my foot and knee ascender, and I lean back a little bit. My chest pops out of here, but the whole thing will then drop down as far as the bottom of my bridge will bottom out. So it's a little bit funky that way. So what I've done to fix that is I have the carabiner that I use to connect it on. Nice matching colors here, but I will take my bungee from my knee ascender and put it on here. So even when my weight is in my ascenders, it's always pulling that bottom connection point down, and it's always locking it. Even when my body weight isn't on it, even if I'm in my foot and knee ascender, there's always something pulling it so that it doesn't want to slide back down the rope. Otherwise, awesome device. I use it can work for rope 11.5 mil to 13 mil. I use 11.8 Adrenaline by Teufelberger. I've never had an issue with it. Love it. It's a little bit finicky to kind of wrestle in, so you flex the spine open. Let's see if we get that. And you pop it in the top, pop it in the bottom. I find, other ropes that are larger diameter than the Adrenaline fit in easier, but for whatever reason, it just kind of deforms and gets funky on the top. Whatever, maybe that's just my experience of it. But other than that, midline attachable, pops on, pops off. Really great device for, like I said, DRT or SRT. And yeah, I'd highly recommend it, especially because it's so compact. Everybody knows the Pinto pulley, very small, right? And that's a Pinto next to it. Like, this thing is tiny. Probably the smallest multi-sender you're going to get. So yeah, great bang for your buck, and check it out at treestuff.com.